as possible, everywhere. Again, it's just 3 questions. How do you feel about the whole situation of human trafficking? What would you say to a trafficker if you could talk to them directly? And what would you say to a child? There's a family. There's so many people that have done videos already. And if you haven't seen them, there's some that are in Telegram. There's a few people that just put some videos in. And I loved them. I loved them so much. I haven't gotten a chance to respond just yet. There's things that we see, and the second that we see them, we have to turn around and deal with something else. So I don't get to respond to a lot of stuff. Mindy, we love you. Mindy and husband, we thank you guys so much. I think that one had to be my favorite. Y'all had us cracking up. All of them mean so much. I know I bring up Mindy because they just put theirs in, and it was great. And it's a great example that everybody is different. Everybody is different. So it shows when, all walks of life resonate with somebody, even on a bad level. So thank you so much to everybody who stand up and be counted. We'll talk to you guys soon. But again, these videos are going to make sense in a second. So I hope you listen closely. There's a lot. You might have to go back and rewatch. All of our videos are like that.
Well, when you're on the topic, like Fritz Springmeier wrote amazing books on MK Ultra and satanic ritual abuse and all of that. I carry those books with me like my Bible. My Bible and his books are the first things that I grab and keep with me, because 10 years ago when I was going through those books, things were resonating with me and other things weren't. And I can go back now and there's new things that resonate, because this MK Ultra is so deep and so complex and so involved. There's just truth after truth after truth, and you can't take it all in, or it's not relevant at the moment, but it's relevant a little bit later. If you are a survivor, it is highly likely that you have altars. That's just how it works. That's the whole point of it. It's like saying water's wet. Water is wet. If you are a survivor and you have MK Ultra programming, you have altars. It's just what it is. It's just the nature of it.
You don't walk away from the situations that happen in trafficking. And again, it's not just sex.
Allie has hundreds of altars.
Allie
likely
nice.
has thousands of altars,
nice.
but
Yeah.
by my count, she has hundreds. Of those altars, of those hundreds altars, there's only a handful that are over the age of 18. So that means most survivors have hundreds and hundreds of children altars, like Britney Spears, like Miley Cyrus.
Turn off. Like, what's her name? Megan. What's her name? She did she dresses up like a baby. There's so much that you're watching, but you don't know what you see. So it's not just the innuendos. There's people that are telling you very big secrets, and there's also people telling you their own things they're guilty of.
Miley has a lot of things where she's dressed as an infant child. Let me break it down a little bit further. I think there's an album with Miley Cyrus dressed as a baby, in a diaper and a hat and all of that stuff. Okay, so they pull those altars up.
Pull off.
I will. Mm-hmm. They pull those altars up and they sell them. They traffic those baby child altars. That's against their will. It's against their mind. They have no say. Are you understanding that?
But it's not just the baby altars. So they need someone, like I was just telling you about Britney. They need somebody who's going to hold their shit together for interviews and come off really professional.
So they're able to pull up whatever altar they need for whatever situation that they find themselves in. If Miley has to do an interview, they pull up the altar that is able to do interviews. If Miley is being trafficked as an infant to somebody, they'll pull up that infant child and traffic that infant child. Those child alters stay at their age, and they stay in that mindset. When you learn what you're seeing, you'll see the children. You'll see the innocence. You'll see the fear in their eyes. I'm sure some of you have seen that with Allie. You get a different response sometimes. There's some alters that are very aggressive and speak their mind very forcefully, and then there's some that come off very innocent and very timid and very shy, and you react different. Pay attention to how you react, because that's telling you which altar is up.
Not Trainer. What was...
Megan Trainor?
No, her name was Megan something. What is her name? She has a whole album out. She wears a binky in her mouth. She's kind of like a Billie Eilish. What's her name? What is one of the songs she sings? No, I can't even think of that. Fox? No, not Fox. White girl. She did a whole... What is that? What was her famous song? Not Stallion. Melanie Martinez. I said her name was Megan. See? Thank you, Tinkerbell. Melanie. That's her name. Melanie. That's a big one. She's a big one. That's not just innuendos about child trafficking. That's something else. Pay attention to that. Megan Trainor, she did the same thing too. Yeah. There's a lot of it's not just... See, sex trafficking is not just sex. Trafficking is not just sex. If it was just a sexual problem, again,
that's an
it'd be
easy solution.
It's not just a bad sex job gone wrong. That's not...
The trafficking is like maybe 20% of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The MK Ultra, the mind control programming, that's huge. People buy and sell codes to control other people's altars.
And when you're seeing their songs, you're seeing the songs that put their codes back in place. So if you listen to Halsey has a song that's the kids cry out, please stop, you're scaring me. I can't help this awful energy. But you're goddamn right, you should be scared of me. Who's in control? Control by Halsey. I play along with the villains that live in my head. They tell me to write them so I won't die when I'm dead. If you are a survivor, that makes so much more sense to you. All of Halsey's music is coded for survivors. Castle. That's why I play that. Do you get it? I'm headed straight to the castle. They want to make me their queen. And there's an old man sitting on the throne that's saying that I probably shouldn't be so mean. The music I play in my story is not just music either. And there's some people who are like, I thought this person was bad though. I'm not playing it for that. Look at the words. Pay attention. Gasoline. Yep. That's a big one. Are you deranged like me? Been in pain like me? Brought $100 bottle of champagne like me? Just to throw that motherfucker down the drain like me? Sia is a big one. I had I was on my way to go to I was in a place, wow, I can't remember the words. I was on my way to a place where demons go, where the wind don't change and nothing in the ground could ever grow. No hope, just lies, and you're taught to cry in your pillow. But I survived. I'm still breathing. I'm alive. There's a lot. Cellophane. She says a lot. The music is not just NF, oh my god, we gonna have to get into NF a whole other day. But NF, the rapper, all 3 albums are made by a different altar. Nate, Nathaniel, there's 3 names that you know of. Nate, there's 3. Wow, why can't I think of it right now? But NF is, his albums are based on DID. Mansion is based on DID. The mansion is their inside structure. Nate, his newest song, The Search, is about somebody else taking the keys.
When we talk about MK Ultra and we talk about alters, there's a progression that you guys will go through when you're trying to wrap your head around this stuff, because it's so big. And I can always tell where somebody stands by the questions that they're asking, because I went through that same progression when Allie came. Alters aren't just bouncing around in your head. There's internal structures that have been put in place. There's blueprints that are in place. There's rooms and levels and all kind of things where the alters reside on the inside.
He talks about his mansion, then he talks about a specific cage, then he talks about his therapy. Y'all gotta listen to NF's music more. NF is having an argument with himself. In all of his music, he's arguing with himself. Hey Nate, how's life? I don't know. It's all right. I've been dealing with some things that every human being that can't even really sleep last night. I'm sorry. That's fine. You don't hear the conversation? Listen to The Search.
It's alters talking.
It's alters talking. That's literally them having a conversation, arguing with each other.
You are surrounded by MK Ultra programming.
NF, yeah.
In your movies, in your TV, on the streets, you are surrounded by it. You just don't know it.
Hey, don't look up on Netflix. Who did that? You think that's a joke? You think they were just spoofing something? Why would you spoof something that doesn't even exist? Everything in your movies, Stranger Things, is very real. That Don't Look Up movie, very real. Dollhouse, very real. All of your video game movies like Pixel and Player One with Adam Sandler and stuff, those are movies based on programming. They talk to you about how it works to program someone using a video game as the artistry. Bath salts in 2011 was a cover-up for adrenochrome. Nobody understands that. People were running around like zombies and you couldn't kill them unless you shot them in the head. And even then, it was hard to take them down.
There's so many things that we're seeing, that we've been seeing, that don't set right with us, but in a million years, you can't wrap your head around it because normal people don't think like that. But evil people do.
Music is people's diaries and they're telling you secrets. And sometimes they're telling you what's really going on, and they're telling you the things that it's really crazy. Beyonce, y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess.
There's a little darling the other day, claims to be a survivor, tried to take me out of the game by saying that I'm Allie's handler. Then my problem
Horrible
I have
handler.
with
You're fucking fired.
My problem I have with that is, number one, if you're a survivor, you should understand how MK Ultra works, and that should be a non-existent issue. Number two, if you are helping survivors and rescuing survivors, you again should understand about MK Ultra, how it works, and what it takes to keep an MK Ultra survivor safe. So the fact that you're coming at me sideways gives me really serious questions about who you are. Your trafficking agencies that are supposedly rescuing survivors but won't speak a word on MK Ultra raise a red flag for me. You see how that works?
Sappy said you're a really bad handler. She really is fucking horrible. And for those of you who are new, like, is she really? No,
The question you've always got to
use sarcasm.
You've always got to defer to the question: why aren't we talking about MK Ultra? Why are people acting like they don't know about it? Why are people ignoring it? Why are they covering up for it? That's the big secret. That's the elephant in the room. Trafficking is not the elephant in the room. It's the MK Ultra.
Yeah.
That will always be the hill that I'm willing to die on, because when you understand what they've done to the children with MK Ultra, there's nothing that's more evil than that. That's like the end of the line. Like, there might be something I don't know about, but MK Ultra is the most evil thing. It's worse than the slavery that you know about. It's the most evil thing.
I got another one that their lyrics are really true. Tupac. Illuminati all through your body. That blows like a 12 gauge shotty. Feel me? Look at his lyrics.
You all need to be careful with him. I see a lot of you standing for survivors until it comes to the topic of Tupac. Then everything's off limits.
Oh my God.
Not Tupac. He was speaking some truth.
Not Tupac.
Evil people will speak some truth.
Not Tupac. I swear, when people understand the evil that man has done and the amount of shit that he's in and the amount of bullshit, y'all never gonna be the same. That's coming out too one day. Everybody keeps seeing him all of a sudden. Don't want anybody to show up to that Vegas home. It's off of, what street is that again? I don't know. No, he moved a few times. Just tries to blend in. 3139. Not my business though. What the hell do I know? Did he have altars? Yeah. Yeah. Big time.
You're pretty much not going to see anybody in Hollywood, anybody in politics that doesn't have altars.
Was he framed? I wouldn't call that framed. You know, it's crazy because it's like there's some people who have gotten themselves into shit, and when shit gets too tough, they want to get out. When they signed on to those things, especially when you want to be a star, especially when you want to get out the hood. When you want to get out the hood, you'll do anything, including sell your own family up to do it. So many people got those type of people in their family. Kanye, Jay-Z, Martin, the baby, you know, Nipsey Hussle, shit, Justin Timberlake. You know, a lot of people got to give up. Selling your soul doesn't necessarily mean selling your soul. It means selling something that is equal to your soul. So that could be your fans, Astral World. That could be money to sell out for notoriety. That could be your soul. So agreeing to sell your soul to the highest bidder and you become theirs. That could be raping and killing a child. That could be selling your own child. Fucker. That could be a lot of things. So, anywho, we were supposed to go a while ago.
We've been talking for a while.
we had to squeeze shit in because it's about to get bumpy for us, really fucking bumpy. So we don't know when the next time we'll talk to you guys. So we had to sit for a minute. And then, yeah. Or like Travolta killing your kid. Yeah, Travolta. Yeah. That's a big one, too. Or like giving away your mom or your brother, Regina. Or your son, Regina King. So, you know, there's a lot of things that you gotta look at. Because that new country movie with Regina was really graphic, huh? You would think that something graphic like that had to be something had to be sacrificed in the making. But didn't she just lose her son? Not my business, though. I was just checking. I just wanted to see if anybody else thought about it, looked into it. What the hell do I know? We said we were leaving. But all eyes on me, huh? All eyes on me, all eyes on me. When I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Well, back at the time, I never thought I'd see a place. Ain't no woman alive that can take my mama's place. Oh, mama. Lady, don't you know we love you? Dear mama. I remember this, because through the drama I can always depend on my mama.
Damn straight.
Oh man. But hey, what do we know? But I'll just tell you, for real, seriously, if you ever thought that we're gonna fake our death, it's not gonna happen. We don't have money for that. And it seriously doesn't run in the family. We really couldn't. Like, I know people are seriously asking us that question about faking our death. Like, seriously, we can't. That's not a thing. It's illegal.
That's a cop-out.
It's anyway. A fucking illegal. Yeah, you little pussies.
Man the hell up.
Faking your death. Why don't you just tell everybody what you're so guilty of and what you're running from? But no, we just gonna fake our death and run some more. And then pop back up in a little bit, you fucking Pop-Tart father. But what do I know? We gonna go. Because if we don't go, then we go get in trouble.
We're already in trouble.
Yeah. No, someone said sing us 501c3. That was my first single on here.
Stupid.
That was my first single. Mine. The Bonnet video needs to have a soundtrack. And the first thing on there, probably only thing on there, is going to be 501c3. 501c3. Hey, can you check out up on me? Rumpa! Can you check on up on me? What? I'm not a rapper though. 501c3. Can you check up on me? Shit, y'all, the things we've been through it's crazy. Don't y'all feel like we've been friends for like 10 years? When you talk to the angels, they feel the same fucking way. They be like, I feel like I have been friends with y'all for decades. And I'm like, yeah, I've only known you for like a year. Some of y'all like 6 months. Shit, some of y'all like a month.
Most intense year.
And they got stories for fucking years. I can't wait till y'all meet them. I seriously can't wait till y'all meet the angels. It's gonna be the fucking best. Y'all need to hear from them. It's a whole thing. But we really don't know when we're going to talk to you guys again. We're really kind of scared because shit's about to change big time. And I pray that we don't have to meet in a gulag somewhere. And if we do, I get fucking top bunk. I called it. I fucking called it. If we got to meet up in a gulag somewhere in a fucking, what's those called? Those camps? I called the top bunk. Give a shit what you say. We will fight before we go to the gas chambers. I call the top bunk. So y'all think I'm playing, but I'm serious. I'm fucking serious. So we'll see. This shit's about to get crazy. All right, we really need to go because my admin is streaming this, and she's probably like, "What the fuck are we doing, dude? It's been over an hour." Sorry, admin. All right, here we go again. Green means fucking go. Push the button, somebody.
We pushing it.
Yeah, we about to push it. Seriously, we about to break that shit. Still patting ourselves and getting up. And by the way, for those who are like, I just want the series to happen. Y'all do realize we are still trying to stay alive, right? In the mix of staying alive, dealing with hell, and the other people that are making this series dealing with hell. I swear to God. I swear.
Let me just
see a fucking peanut butter cookie for the fact that we've been in this fucking
all the people that you saw getting killed, weren't they sitting at their house? seen anybody get killed on the road? Moving around? No.
You seen the postman come in and kill people.
The FedEx guy.
Everybody that you usually see, they usually sitting still before they get Clintoned. That's how the fuck that works.
That's how it works.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Doing that.
No, we ain't stupid like that. I'll have the fucking sciatica pain. Fuck you. I ain't that fucking stupid. You ain't gonna play me like that and get me back in some handcuffs. I ain't retarded. Like, no, we done learned that lesson too many times before. Do you know how many times somebody been behind my fucking bathroom door in my house and my dog was pushing my ass out the house? I ain't stupid. We ain't staying. Like, no.
All it takes is somebody in the house. Somebody come through when you're sleeping.
And then when you shoot them, it's not
a window.
It's not
self-defense. When you go out to the store, they leave a window unlocked. Somebody to rig the gas line. No. I know how that works. I know how that plays out.
We all know how it works. You understand what we've been through already to not know how this shit works. We did not kill ourselves. Let me, Sandra Bland, get ahead of this shit for you. We did not kill ourselves. We are not just gonna disappear with no fucking explanation. That shit's not gonna fucking happen. So, just so we're fucking clear, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. You either work smarter. If you're gonna be tough, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. It's just simple as that. Move out the damn way.
That from Tyler Perry. Move out the damn way.
Jesus. People are like, well, what do you think is gonna happen? We're gonna fucking die! What do you think is gonna happen? They're gonna knock on the door and have a fucking tea party with us? What do you think? I just wanted to talk to you about your car insurance warranty. What the fuck do you think they're coming over for? What the hell? I swear people sometimes are just like, you really think that nothing bad is gonna happen?
You're not gonna tell and you're not gonna speak out on things that are taboo and get people in trouble and get eyes looking in the wrong direction and not have a consequence. There's always gonna be a consequence.
And that consequence is more than likely gonna circle around your fucking address whether you like it or not. You don't get a choice to say, hey, not today.
Follow the logical conclusion
not today.
of things.
No, that's not how the fuck that works. I can't tell you how many times when I got... Jesus. Let us go, because we...
And all due respect, we doing pretty good for just two little women talking a lot of shit on a lot of people. I'm just saying.
Who the fuck? Run up! Shit! Cops too can get some. Pull us over. Look in the ice chest. Fuck you. 2 fucking years of this bullshit, man. And it's been like 12, okay? Actually 28. So fuck it. We said we was gonna go. We said we were gonna go, but we really do feel like we sitting with our 90s right now. And you guys are family, and you have been that family for 2 fucking years. 2 years. So we're gonna go pull this shit over, or Hampton, and we're gonna find a spot to sleep. But y'all are the best fucking family we have ever had or chosen in our lives. Thank you so much. I'm so serious. Everybody that prays for us. If you're in New Zealand, Sweden, I love you guys. I can't even begin to express. I don't even know how I got on your algorithm and how you ended up following me for 2 years. But thank you. Thank you so fucking much. I love you guys. You guys are blessings. One of the 90s, I know somebody's going to take this and copy it because they already did. But one of the 90s, she tells us all the time, you're a fucking blessing.
Watch where the mockingbird pops up.
Yeah. She tells us all the time. And I know somebody already said it because they tried to post it, but she tells us all the time, you're a fucking blessing. Hopefully, you're a fucking blessing. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Thank you to the angels that have literally stopped for a second and said, there's somewhere in my state. I don't know if they go call or not, but I got my keys right here. I got my gun right here. And I got my shoes at the door. So we fucking ready to go. Do you know how many people that we have called in the middle of the fucking night, literally blindly picked and said, God, please, and have called some people in the middle of the night, and I will never forget the call that I made to an angel named Holtzley. I'll never forget it. Because before I could even get the words out, we were on the side of the freeway. It was in It was when those 20-some cops was on us, and we literally pulled over real quick, and Mom was like, pick something. I said, okay. So I picked, and I remember I called her on Facebook, and I remember she had her kids in the background, and I said something to her. I said, hey, we out here, and there's about to be a bunch of cops on us. Before I could even finish my sentence, she was yelling at somebody, give me my keys, move out the fucking way, give me my keys. I didn't even get to finish the whole sentence. She was already, I could hear her booking it to the car. And I didn't even know me. Complete fucking stranger. That woman saved our lives. She's one of them. She's one of the many angels that saved our fucking lives.
That's how family is. That's how family gets down.
That's what's supposed to be done.
That's how we get down.
Unselfless.
And there's people that get down like that.
Unconditional. The stories that we can fucking tell you. I called another angel. There was somebody that was trying to put us on a plane to kill us. Literally, it was when Holly needed her driver's license. Do y'all remember that? Holly needed her driver's license. And somebody was trying to put us on a plane even though she didn't have a driver's license and fucking kill us. We were sitting at another angel's spot that answered the phone, Betty Boop. We call her Betty Boop. She answered the fucking phone. She had her family there. She had her kids there. She had her mom, and I said, no kids. I don't care, but no fucking kids. And she said, I don't give a shit, baby, because the only thing that we scared of. They didn't really have anything they were scared of.
No. Didn't really scared of
Betty Boop was a fucking badass. She didn't. I had to think about that. There was nothing that she was scared. She was just like, y'all fucking coming, because I'm not. My kids are gonna know what it's like to be in this real world. My mom knows what it's like to be in this real world. I know what it's like to be in this real world. So y'all come to my house. I literally told her, we can't stay here because your kids are here. I cannot. It was stressing me the fuck out. Her mom was like, she's here in our living room right now. And I was like, and I'm not a celebrity, okay? I love you guys and I thank you so much, but we literally need to leave. Because even though we're about to drive 30 hours to fucking California right now, we can't be standing in your house because you got kids here. And she said, we're not scared. You know what happened? I called on another angel. Another fucking angel. That was like, I called her, and I'm telling you, all I did was look at a picture. I looked at their family picture, and you could see God. I called this man that we call Superman. I called his wife, Lois Lane. And his wife was like, oh my God, you're calling me. You know the story that she tells me? She was literally, Superman had just got off work, came in the house, and she was telling him the situation with the cops. She was telling him everything because guess what? His family is a fucking cop. So she's explaining to him everything, and I rung her phone. And I said, hey, we need your help. And her husband said, I just got home, babe, but I'll go. Because she has kids. So he's like, I'll go. This man got off a full day of work, jumped in a car, drove a van 30 hours straight from his state to California state line, flew home and prayed over us and handed us his dog tag before he did it and said, this is what I carried with me when I was deployed. You carry this shit with you. You're gonna be okay. I will see you soon. I cried my fucking eyes out because I was like, we are about to fucking die. I can feel this shit. You don't understand how shit gets so fucking heavy. You don't understand when we ask you guys to pray, and things get so fucking heavy that you can literally cut it. And I cried so hard. I was like, we are gonna die, and he's about to go home. And not that we can't do this shit by ourselves, but fuck, like. And he said it's gonna be okay. He prayed with us. He said, I will see you soon. And sure enough, we fucking flew back and saw the man and still are okay. Love his whole fucking family and the babies. Elastigirl. Do you know how much shit Elastigirl has been through? I can tell you right now that Black Widow and Hulk, we don't stand a day with where we don't talk to them, really. I can't tell you right now how many times I never even seen Black Widow and Hulk's face. Never seen them. Called on them one time. told me everything I need to know. Hulk.
When you have Jesus in your heart, when Jesus is the Lord of your life, that shows. It shines out of you.
Through everything that you do. And anything that you do.
There's
way
no
you talk,
faking it.
the way you walk, there's no debating it.
That's how we choose right who to trust. That's how we move out of the way.
Wolverine. We were stuck in where were we? Idaho? No. Whatever's close to Nevada. Fuck it. I'm geographically challenged and tired. I'm not. I've learned a lot traveling. You would fucking be surprised. But anywho, we were somewhere, and y'all remember when my pimp Keith wouldn't leave us alone? It was a mess. We literally told you guys that we were ready to die. We told our pimps where we were sitting. We told our enemies, fuck it. Because we were surrounded so much, we were like, if this is how we go, this is how we go, but we're tired. Wolverine said, hang on just for a little bit. Let me help you. And I'm like, you're too far. There's no fucking way you'll make it. It's like 7 hours away from where we are. Wolverine jumped in a car, drove 7 hours, drove us around the parking lot, and our asses didn't even know the man. Literally, he walked up, got in the car, started driving this rental around, and we're staring at him like, okay. And I shit you not, I don't even think I said goodnight. I love you. We're gonna fucking die. Anything to my mom. I didn't say anything to Holly. Like, I didn't say anything. We just fell asleep. We hadn't slept in days. We just fell asleep. You know.
So when you hear people coming at us and saying, well, we offered help and they didn't take it and they won't take any help. That's not true.
That's bullshit.
We just won't take your help.
Your help. Your demonic crazy ass that we can see from a mile away. We ain't taking that shit because we know where it's going to end up. We literally jumped in the car with this man. This man drove our car around. We fell asleep like children who put in a car seat. We fell asleep. I woke up. This is a funny story. I woke up because Wolverine, I think he fell asleep too, and he crashed into one of those little pillars.
Corner.
He just cut the corner. He just cut it, and it just kind of shaved, and it bumped the car. I woke up. I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I was like, "We fell asleep." Like, we fell asleep, and it's so crazy because we were right on the state line in Nevada. So we walked into a place. Holly found $1 in the bathroom. I shit you not. This is exactly Holly found $1. We had to pee. I told you. Remember during COVID, everything was fucking closed. So you can't go pee nowhere. So she found $1 on the ground. We walked into this. The only thing that was open was this 24-hour casino thing. And it was real small next to this food place. And we walked in. We had to go pee. So she found $1. We're waiting on Wolverine. Wolverine was like, stay up. Just wait for me. Just wait. I'll be right there. Just wait for me. Mind you, he's 7 hours away, so my eyes are burning. I'm like, oh my God. So she finds $1. She was like, let's go. Let's put it in the machine real quick, see what happened. So we're trying to stay awake. My eyes were burning so bad, I had my eyes closed. I'm just hitting the button. Just hitting the fucking button. Just hitting the button. We won for $600, but my mom made me stop. Because she's like, stop that shit before you win big money and they want to take your picture or ask for your driver's license. And when Wolverine came, I'm like, give him that money. Just give it to him. We found the damn $1 on the bathroom floor. Just give it to him. And he's like, I'm not taking money from family. Are you fucking crazy? No. There's so many angels like that. They're all over the place. They're all over the place. Indiana, we were getting pulled over. Called on angels. Hey, we can't. We on the middle of a dark road. It's about to get crazy. And I said, no kids. And he was like, okay. They meet us at the gas station. He pulls up. He has his son with him. I said no kids. And he was like, my kids are going to know the truth. My kids are going to know what war we stand in. My kids are not going to back down from problems. And if they ever had the situation where they had a situation with a survivor and they were going to school with them, they're going to fucking know what really goes on. Fantastic Four, we love you.
You see why I have such a problem when I see truthers and patriots that aren't holding the line, that aren't holding their integrity, that aren't being decent human beings just to be decent human beings. There's a difference. The angels that have come for us is what I call a true American.
There's an angel in Idaho. And when we got to Idaho, nobody answered. I mean, people, like, everybody was too far out. There was no way for everybody to get to us in time. This angel got off work, followed us halfway, probably about an hour. We got stuck in traffic and going the way that she needed to go, and we had to completely turn around and leave the state. I jumped out of the car in the middle of the traffic, hugged her, and said, "Thank you so much," and we left. She drove us just an hour of her time that she could, and she went home. We still talk to us to this day. You don't even understand. She saved our lives because the situation that we were in, sitting in that canyon, we had an enemy sitting in that canyon with us. We were about to drop signal and we were going to be stuck there for hours. We flipped it in time and we left the state instead. If she wasn't sitting behind us, we were sitting in a line with one of our enemies. She saved our fucking lives. There's so many angels. There's so many angels. None of them need this pat on the back. I did this. I can sit here and tell you stories for days. Nobody needs their names out. This is why they all have code names, or I call them angels.
That's the difference between the truth and a lie. That's why we back up from people that are a lie.
I'll never forget getting out of the car with Wolverine. I jumped out the car and he was like, I kind of fell out of the car because I tripped and I was half asleep. And he was like, "That's it?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's it. I talk big, but look at me." He was like, "Where the rest of you at? Is the rest of you in the van?" "No." This is it. That's what you get. A compacted package deal. This is what you get. All of you angels that have literally stayed up at night praying because we said there's some evil that is happening right now and we need y'all to intervene. Those who have stayed up with us and stood watch because we literally, there's so many things going on and we know that it's about to get worse, so we just turn the cameras on because that's the best thing that we can do. That's the only thing that we know to do to get to the other side of it. I can't tell you how many times Black Widow and Hulk, they live on the other side of the fucking world. And somebody found out that I was talking to them. There was somebody who went to their house. Black Widow was inside sleeping. Hulk, thank God, was getting to the house. Somebody tried to go into her house and probably hurt her. There's no doubt in my mind that they weren't going to hurt her. They ain't ran. They ain't back down. If anything, it just makes them stronger every time these angels see exactly what we're dealing with. Hulk has been to the gun store I don't know how many times. It's not a gunfight though, but he sees that now. So there's so many angels that go on all day. And for those of you who have not stood directly with us, just thank you for standing with us around the world through all of this shit. You guys have no idea. I pray that one day we do get to sit with you guys and actually look you in the face, whether that be a live event or a 90s world party that that's my life goal, is our 90s world party one day. I can't wait till we just story time there, because y'all would be shocked. Y'all would be shocked. We were in a house together. Remember when you guys watched the video of people just surrounding the house? There's a bunch of angels in that house. A bunch of 90s angels in that house. I can't tell you how many 90s angels threw up because you could feel the demonic presence. I can't tell you what Violet, one 90s angel, stood up and was like, "We have to get the fuck out of this house right now because we cannot sit here and just pray." She started freaking out because she could feel the demonic, the demons, the shit that was just coming into the house and around the house. She could just feel it. She jumped up and got so scared and was like, we have to go. And her mom, which is Elastigirl, told her, no, we're going to sit here and we're going to pray and it's going to be okay. There's a time when there's time to pray, there's a time when there's time to purge, but there's also a time when there's time to get the fuck up and move out the way. We said we were leaving. That was an hour ago. But we don't know when we're going to talk to you guys soon. And we really, really want you to understand this is the truth, this is priceless, and this is going on more than you think it is. So, we for real gonna go this time. For reals this time. But thank you for listening and for sharing, doing the videos, and shaking the hell out of somebody to wake up. Thank you. Little girl in me, and trust me, you guys have no idea what you're doing for the child in me. The children.
There's more than one.
Children. Yes. Did anybody check out the title of the trailer? Father God, thank you for this time that we have had today and together. Thank you, God, for opening the eyes and the hearts and the ears of so many that need to wake up to what's really going on with your children, Father God. We thank you for keeping us safe. We put a hedge of protection over everybody on this chat. Bless their minds, their hearts. Put a hedge of protection around their homes, their fur babies, their animals, them, Father God. And thank you for the blessings that you continue to give us through the storm. We put on our helmet of salvation, our breastplate of righteousness, our girdle of truth. We shod our feet with the shoes of peace and readiness. We take up our shield of faith and our sword of the Spirit, and we continue to fight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. We will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.